This episode is going to be absolutely awesome, guys. To start off with, have you ever seen someone take on 2 withers at once? Have you ever done it before? Because I've never done it before. I've never seen anyone do it before. But you're about to, guys. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? It's Coop Dizzle here, and welcome back for episode 24 on the StreamCraft server. It is a beautiful day here on StreamCraft, and thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. We have an epic episode planned. We have such an awesome project. I've been grinding away for like probably a good 10 to 15 hours just getting ready for today's episode, but I still have a little bit of grinding left to do. I need to mine for some diamonds. If I'm going to do this project right, we're going to need quite a bit of diamonds. And so to do that, I want to set up some extra beacons. I already have one, but I want to set up some extras, which means we're going to need some more wither skull, or well, some more beacons, some more stars. So anyway, guys, we are about to do that right now, as you saw in the intro here. So before we do this, let me think. Should I eat this stuff now or after? Oh man, this is crazy. I've never done this, guys. And last time I did my first solo wither boss battle like a couple episodes ago, and I had a notch apple. And this time I just have a golden apple and some potions. And that's just to make the fight a little more interesting. And this should also make it pretty interesting, taking on 2 withers at once. I really hope I don't screw this up. But anyway, no time to chicken out now. We just got to do it. Okay, let's go. Oh, man. Alright, so, apple. Okay, strength. What have we got here? Regen 2, healing, night vision. Okay, it's begun. It has begun. Alright, wish me luck, guys. Oh, crap, this is not going good. It's not going good at all. It's not going good at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Come on, get him, get him. That's one. That's one. Okay, come on, get him, get him, get him. Die, man. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my, I'm dead for sure. So close, so close. Did I get him? Oh no, I withered away. Okay, I reset my spawn. Hopefully, I didn't think about this until after the fight started, but I really hope that I get both of those nether stars. Okay, we got 1. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got 2. Thank goodness. Okay, did any of my stuff get blown up? Let me see. What have we got so far? We got the bulletproof chest, Poseidon's crown. Oh my gosh, guys. I almost had it, didn't I? So close. I should have done the instant health. Should have done that instant health potion. Oh man, but you know what? I still think that's pretty cool. I took on 2 withers at once, and even though I died in the process, I would still call that a win, or maybe would you call it a draw? I mean, I had him, right? It's just he kind of got me after the fact. So what am I missing? I've got my sword, I've got some potions, I've got my, nether stars. And that's really it, isn't it? Yeah, man, I did it. That is awesome. That is absolutely beast. Okay. So, I wanted to start this episode out with a bang. I hope you enjoyed that. But we have got some really cool projects lined up. So the next thing that I have to do is I'm actually going to grind away here for probably another 2 or 3 hours. I've got some stuff. Thank you. I've got some stuff. We're going to set up some beacons. And kind of what I want to try differently this time. See, I'm getting kind of low on diamonds. I had 2.5 stacks before the start of this episode. I started going off on a tangent there because I think my adrenaline is still just really high from that that tag team wither boss battle. But anyway, so yeah, I had to spend a bunch of diamonds getting some gear back, and I need at least 2 stacks of diamonds for today's project, maybe even 3 or 4. So the main thing I wanted to try differently today is I've already got 1 beacon, but I want to set up 3 beacons so I can have the haste 2 and a regen beacon. That way I don't have to worry about eating. And maybe one of the other effects too. I'm not sure which one. Maybe, oh right, speed. I want to try speed too, so that way not only can I mine really fast, but I can move really fast. So I'm wondering how much faster I can do this if I am moving at speed 2 and insta-mining. So I'll report back on that for sure, but I'm going to grind away down here, get a bunch of diamonds, as many as I can for today's project, and then I'll meet you back at the base and tell you exactly what our project's going to be today. Ah, home sweet home. We're back here at the base, and by the way, I need a name for the city here. I also need, I wouldn't mind some names for the custom biome as well. Right now we're calling it the Dark Woods, but if you have any other ideas for the custom biome, please let me know. And the city as well. I had a friend tell me that I should call this place the capital, but I feel like the capital of StreamCraft would be the spawn town, so I don't know about that name, but let me know if you have any ideas, guys. So, the mining trip. These are the resources that we collected, and it took more than 3 hours. It took at least 4, maybe even close to 5 hours, with breaks and stuff. But hey, I'm not complaining. I do feel like I'm doing this wrong though, so I mined on 2 different levels, and I think maybe 5 or 6 and then 11. And of course the location was kind of botched by a giant lava lake, but you know, it is what it is. We got tons of redstone blocks, tons of coal blocks, and almost 4 stacks of diamonds. So yeah, speaking of, why do I need all of these diamonds? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to use all of these and more for today's project. So today's project, my friends, I told you it was going to be epic, I told you it was going to be fun, and it is. We are going to be making a base entrance, gosh, oh, how would I say this? Yeah, basically we're going to make an epic base entrance, and so there are going to be 3, maybe even 4 components to this base entrance. So first of all, now this doesn't, I'm not counting this, but I feel like the custom biome kind of counts too, because you come in through the portal, you have this nice nature walk, and we're just gradually adding more and more to this pathway to flesh it out. So you have this really cool custom biome, and then you come up to the entrance. Now here's where today's project starts. We're going to be having a piston door here. It's going to be a 4x4 design, and it's a really cool design, very thin too. It's probably the smallest design I could find, and one of the smallest piston door designs I've ever seen. It's only 2 blocks wide, which is really impressive, and it's by a small YouTuber like myself. I think his channel is Redstone with Malt or something like that. I'm going to double check that and tell you in the next cut. And I will definitely put a link to the tutorial in the description. It is a fantastic piston door, just for the fact that it is so thin, and it's going to fit in, I think, perfectly with the wall here. So I'm happy to show that off. Always happy to show off a design by another small YouTuber. So that's the first part. You walk in, and it's going to be a piston door, so that'll be cool. Now that will also trigger part 2, which is going to be a musical element. And so we'll have underneath the ground here, we're going to have some note blocks, and it'll play like some theme music for the city. And we'll talk more about that when we get to it, of course. Now, yeah, we'll talk about that more later. And then the third and probably final component to this is going to be a fireworks show. And so we'll get to that more later, but it's going to be one of the, I think, one of the coolest fireworks shows that you've probably seen in a survival Let's Play, just for the fact of how many resources are going into this bad boy. I've seen it done a few times in survival, but never like what I'm envisioning. Hopefully the vision matches, or the end product matches my vision for it, but it's going to be really cool, guys. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the episode to see the final result. Now there is a possible 4th component that will involve something in the sky, but I don't know if it's going to work or not, because it involves portals and the nether and syncing up portals and wireless redstone, and I don't know if it's going to work. It's just an idea that I have that I want to try out. But if I can make it work, it'll be really cool. If I can't make it work, that's the last you'll hear about it. So anyway, guys, I have got to hustle if we're going to get all this stuff done. So I'm going to get to work on this piston door, and yeah, I'll see you in a second. And it's done. Let's check it out. Yep, pretty fast. Pretty fast. I can't really run through it or anything, so it's not super fast, but part of that is because of the input, not necessarily the door itself. Once the signal reaches the door, it's really fast. Like, that's the opening sequence, and then if we back off, that's pretty quick, you know what I'm saying? And I tried to get the delay shorter, but it just wasn't happening. So anyway, I had to completely redesign the top, which I knew was going to happen. I did not expect how long it was going to take me. First of all, guys, this could have been an episode all by itself. Let me just break in here. Let me see, where's a good place? Dang it, I was hoping I wouldn't show you that, but you've seen one of the changes now. I was able to maintain most of the redstone blocks amazingly. I had to trade these out right on the sides here, but I figure with all the redstone blocks going on, it's not super noticeable if you're not looking for it. So of course, if you are looking for it, you're going to find it. But anyway, let's just break in over here, I guess, and we can take a look at what's going on over here, or at least kind of take a look at it. Ugh. Yeah, there's no way you can see this thing. Anyway, it's a 2-wide design. It's a really good design. I'm going to make sure and link Redstone with Malt's tutorial down in the description, so feel free to go check that out. He does make a couple of mistakes in the tutorial, but he corrects them and gets it all worked out, and it wasn't that hard to follow the tutorial, honestly. It was a pretty good tutorial. And so basically what I had to add to it was the input, and pretty much any time you do your own redstone or anytime you do like a door or something, you have to modify the input somehow. At least that's what I found. So there are pressure plates on top of here, like we're right underneath the street here. So there are 4 pressure plates which can activate any of these redstone, and it's the same right over there. You can kind of see it. So the signal travels down here into this T flip-flop design, which I got from a Mumbo Jumbo video. And then this goes into a torch tower. And this is where most of the delay is coming from, is the signal traveling up this torch tower. So I've thought about, like, what could I do? Because I have to get the signal. The only bad thing about this design is you have to get the signal really high up. Let's see. Yeah, it activates. I don't know if you can see it, but that piston right there is what activates the door. So I have to get the signal all the way up to that piston. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I might maybe be able to loop the redstone around, but it's a really tight space to loop it around in, and I've got other plans for the inside of this place as well, so I kind of don't want to if I don't have to. But anyway, guys, sorry I can't really show you the door better. Oh man, how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? I think I go this way. It is a mess. It's a mess in here. But anyway, I did make a few mistakes while building it, so it took a bit longer than I would have liked to finish the door. But no biggie, we got it done, and it's here, and it's pretty cool. Again, not quite as fast as I would like. What really took a long time too was designing this top bit. I struggled really hard, and this side, the shape isn't identical to the other side, so both sides are a little bit different. But there's some cool things about it. Looks like those are some blocks I could break. There are some cool things about it, though. I think, you know, I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. But it was a real struggle to kind of come up with something that I could be at peace with. I never found anything that I really liked. I just found something that I could live with, pretty much. So if we go out here, real quick, we can see the other side. There we go. And then it closes. Beautiful. Alright, so we've got this stuff. We've got the tall wall. Now what's cool about this is, check it out. You can't even see the skyscrapers inside of the city. So you're going to walk through this dense forest over here and come all the way up to here, and you still can't see any skyscrapers. Now you might be able to in the future once we get some closer to this wall, but you can't see any right now. So like if it's your first time at the base, you're not going to know what to expect. You're just going to walk in here, and then the door opens up, and there's the city. And it's like a total change. It's a total change of scenery there. So I think that is going to be really, really cool. So anyway, I'm really happy about it. I think it turned out really cool. And so now, enough blabbering on about this stuff. I hope you like it, guys. Give the video a thumbs up if you did, if you think that's a cool addition to the base. I think that it is, and it's... yeah, it's a grand entrance, so I think it'll be cool. Now, we've got more stuff to do. Part 2 of this is going to be entrance music. So, you know, it's like a WWE wrestler. You know, you walk in, you come back from behind the curtain, and then music goes off, and you have pyrotechnics, and that's kind of what we're going for here. So, let's see, where did I break in before? Did I break in over here? Basically, what I need to do now is I need to figure out how I need to work out this song in note block form. And anyway, hopefully it doesn't take me too long, but I'm sure that it's going to. So let me get to work on making this note block song, and I will be right back. Alright y'all, I've been in the studio all day kicking out some fat beats. This is actually my test world where I try out stuff before I build it on StreamCraft. But anyway, so here it is, guys. Here's what I've been working on literally all day today. So it started off, let's break that. Start off with the click track. This was kind of where I set the tempo and stuff like that. So if we just activate this, there you go. Alright, actually let me real quick, let me go do something. Music and sounds, let's pump this up really loud so you guys can hear it really easy. And yeah, so let's do that one more time. So the click track, if this is what I worked out to help you work out rhythm. First you want to click track for the tempo. Oh, come on, man. Touchpads. Okay. There you go. Alright, so that's the first part. Now, next thing I added was the bass drum. So, here we go. Yeah, buddy. Alright, cool. So, the next thing we added was the snare drum. So, we got our drums going first. Let's do that one more time. Let me think. Yeah, I think I want to keep it like that. I don't want it to line up with the bass drum. I thought that sounded a little bit different. Yeah, I might even get rid of this one. In fact, let's see what that sounds like real quick. Sorry I'm tinkering with this stuff on camera, but there we go. Let's see how this goes. Oh, dang it. Okay. That's weird. Now it's out of sync. Let me think. Probably because of the delay. Let's add a little more delay right there. Too much delay. Okay. Let's take off 2 ticks. Perfect. Alright, cool. So we got that done. I like that a little bit better. Now, we added some... actually, let's do the melody. So the song is PIMP by 50 Cent. I think that's going to be an excellent entrance theme because our bass, let's face it, is pretty baller. So, yeah. So awesome. Alright, cool. So, let's see. Now, I added the bass guitar part, or I made up one. I don't know what the bass guitar part is, but I made up one. Yes, I love it. This is going to be so cool. One more time. One more time. Yes, I love it. Okay. Now, I went ahead and added a harmony part too. This doesn't quite match the sound of the song. So here's what I came up with for the harmony part. Yeah, which I still think is really cool. Oh man, this is going to be great. So the idea is whenever you walk in, you hit that second set of pressure plates and the door closes behind you and you get this theme music, which is going to be really cool. Now, I was asking myself, like, how far do I want to take this thing? Do I want to do the entire chorus? And to do that, it's just going to take too much time, more time than what I have. And so eventually I decided not to do any more than that. I know that's just a little short bit, but I think that it'll be effective, and we can always come back later. Like if I had another day and a half or so, I could figure out the entire chorus now. But just to prove that I got this thing to work, I had to do a couple of things to get it up to the second level. First of all, we need to just connect up some redstone right here. And the problem is, now these notes are not set, so these are going to sound like total crap. But But I did get the click track to line up, and the way that I got the click track to line up, because there's some delay getting the signal up here, is I had to extend the click track on the bottom level by 1. So if we just do that, you'll see. I mean, I figured out, I've never done anything this complicated with note blocks before, so yeah. Derp. Okay, but anyway, you could see, like, if I could continue doing this, and I could work out these notes, I could get all this stuff hooked up, and we could actually get the entire chorus to PIMP, and that would be really cool. So let me know in the comments if you think that's something that would be worth doing in a later stage. Maybe we could come back and I could work out the rest of this, and we could add it to our bass. But for right now, we're just going to do this bottom level. So alright guys, anyway, I hope that you're excited for this. I know on the actual server there's going to be some lag, and so it's not going to come out quite perfect. It's probably going to sound a little bit derp, but anyway, I think it'll still be a really nice touch. So I'm going to go dig out the area for this and get to work on it, guys. Coop Dizzle Studios proudly presents. Yeah, buddy, that sounds pretty good considering that we are on the server, and of course we have a full connection right now. If this dips down even just a little bit, it's gonna screw it up though. Yeah, man, that is awesome. I love it. I'm so happy with how that turned out. I think that is totally awesome. So I've been testing this thing and working with it for a while now. By the way, if you're wondering, these slabs here aren't really for design. They're hopefully to prevent Enderman griefing. So now this room is 2.5 high, so hopefully they can't teleport in here. They could get to where the jack-o'-lanterns are. Like, for example, there are jack-o'-lanterns right here. But you know, I'm just hoping, because I've had some Endermen poking around my base lately, so I might even cover up those jack-o'-lanterns after we're done in here, to be honest. And yeah, I'll double check. It looks like I missed a couple of spots. Had to tweak some of the timings and things like that. Let me see. There we go. So anyway, yeah, hopefully this won't get messed up. But I love how it turned out. Now, I had to wire this up. Basically, I wired it up under the second set of pressure plates. And I had to do, at first, when I first tested it out, it was actually playing whenever you walk in and when you walk out. And that is because this redstone was traveling. It was basically making it all the way back up here and to the first repeater. So what I did was I kind of looped this redstone around a bit, down through here and around, and then I used these blocks to basically cut off the circuit here so that they don't cross over. I don't know what the appropriate term is for that. So anyway, let's go do the big test here, the big reveal, the whole shebang, so to speak. And oh, it's nighttime, so let's sleep first. And while we are doing that, I want to say thank you very much. A couple of my subscribers, at least in the last episode, left comments and shared the last episode, or did a linked comment or something like that, and I really appreciate it, guys. It definitely made a big difference, because the video performed really well on the first day, and even in the first couple of days compared to other videos. The last one did really well, so I just want to say thank you, guys. But anyway, okay, so we come through the portal, we walk all the way through here. By the way, this landscaping I did when I was recording the second episode, episode 2 of Minecraft Landscaping Fast, so that's going to be out on Sunday, guys. Look forward to that. But anyway, so we're visiting the base, we're walking through here, we come through, we have to pause for a second while the piston door opens. Now we see the city, and oh, that one wasn't as good. Is my connection down? No, it's not. So even with a really good connection, at least 1 out of 4 times it won't work quite as good. Yeah, so maybe this time it's more like half, 50%. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so we come in and we hear that music and then fireworks in a big circle. So that's what I've got to work on next, guys. The final piece to our epic base entrance puzzle is going to be this huge fireworks display. Now, the plan is there are going to be a total of 24 dispensers, each one loaded with a stack of fireworks, which means we can do this entrance 64 times before we run out. And there are going to be 6 dispensers in each quadrant of the base. So they're going to be fairly far spread out, like 6 in this corner, and then there's the next entrance over there, and then 6 from there to the observation tower, 6 from the observation tower over to that entrance, and then another 6 all the way to the main entrance. This is going to be spread out quite a bit, like, not only that, but, oh, there's a little staircase right there. Sorry, that's not part of the actual design. I forgot to tear that down. But anyway, the first dispenser is probably going to start right around here somewhere, and just head out through that way. And I was thinking about maybe putting them outside of the wall, so that it's a little more hidden, or it comes from behind the wall, which I thought would be kind of cool, but I'm not going to do that because I'm worried about height, particularly on that end of it. I think, from the research I've done about fireworks, because I've never really used them before, but I understand that the tallest ones go about 50 blocks into the air, and I think these two buildings are pretty close to 40 or 45 blocks tall, which means we may not be able to see the fireworks past those particularly well. So I'm a little worried about that, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dispensers level with the walkway, not on top where they'll poke out, but just level with the walkway. And what I'm hoping is that that'll give it, you know, the few extra blocks it needs so that we'll be able to see it a little bit better over there. Otherwise, it's going to be a huge waste of resources. And speaking of which, I can't remember if I showed you guys this stuff, but at the beginning of the episode, I was talking about how I was grinding away. It was for the fireworks display. So if we look over here, I was grinding away at the Gurkha Villager Tower, trading emeralds for glowstone to get all these stacks of glowstone. These are going to give our fireworks twinkling effects, which will be pretty cool. I think the twinkle happens at the end. We're going to have 3 shapes. We're going to have the fire charge is used for large balls. I said that, but anyway, so large balls. So we're not going to have any small explosions. We're going big on 9 of the dispensers. And then so for this many, what is that? 6 dispensers. We're going to have the feather, which gives the burst effect, which is pretty cool. And then the gold nuggets give a star shape, so that's also pretty cool. So we're going to have 9 of those. And yeah, it should be 24 total. And then down here in these 2 chests, we have all the different dye colors. I want to say there's something like 72 or 74 stacks of dye with almost all the colors except for brown and one other color, like black. Those are the only 2 colors I didn't use. So it'll be very colorful. And each dispenser, or each rocket, I should say, will have 3 colors. So the firework itself will have 2 colors. And I did a lot of research on color palettes and stuff like that to make sure that all the combinations look nice. And also they're going to have a 3rd color, which is a fade color. So yeah, so basically it'll explode with 2 colors, and then the color will change at the end to a 3rd color, and we'll get a twinkling effect. Now, in addition to all of those, on some of our fireworks, thank you. Oh, I already have it in my inventory. I am going to use 4 diamond stacks on this show, guys. That's how much money we're spending on this thing, is 4 stacks of diamonds. I hope it's worth it, but for the dispensers, and only 4, will have the diamond effect, which is the trails. So basically it'll be like a ball, for example, will explode and then leave trails. And I tested it out, compared it to fireworks without the diamonds, and it does stick out. It lasts a bit longer, it's a little bit fuller, it's really nice looking. So hopefully it'll be worth it, all the money that I'm going to spend. Yeah, and then of course, like I said, we only get to do this entrance 64 times, so but anyway, I think it'll make for some pretty fun stuff. Anyway, so I've rambled on way too long. I hope you guys like the new entrance music, or theme music for the base, and the door as well. I'm going to get to work on the 3rd and I think final component for our epic base entrance. Well, it is nighttime and everything is wired up, everything has been tested and seems like it's ready to go. We've got a full connection, so I have been working feverishly for the last 3 or 4 days to get all of these projects done, and I am really excited about this. The goal was to have the most epic base that I've ever seen in survival Minecraft, so you'll have to let me know if you think it is. I don't know, I've seen some pretty cool ones, but hopefully this one takes the cake. So, by the way, I also decreased the delay on this piston door, so that should be a little bit better too, but let's check it out, guys. Here we go. Much better. Oh, baby. Oh, wait a minute, where are the rest of them? Where are the rest of the fireworks? Oh, no. Let me think. What could be causing that? Maybe they're just not rendering in. Let's try something real quick. See if I maybe run a little bit. Oh! Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, so we get some fireworks, but what ends up happening is, okay, so basically I think what's happening there is, like, you can see the ones that are close by, but then you can't see the ones that are really far off. It's like they don't render, almost like they're, I guess maybe they're entities? Maybe that's the problem. Guys, I've never really worked with fireworks before. If that's the case, I still have plenty of fireworks that I can salvage, and maybe what we should do, definitely not in this episode, but maybe what we should do is just rewire this so that it's, maybe we could have it happen like right over the center. That might be cool. That might be better, actually. Hello, spider. How'd you spawn there? That might be a little bit better. So we might do that in a future episode and just wire up a smaller fireworks display right around the central plaza here. And I think that would be a really cool thing. That way, hopefully, if that's not too far away, you'd be able to see it and it would light up in the center of the town. That'd probably be really cool. And like right in front of the skyline, which would be alright too. I kind of really wanted to see the fireworks all over the sky and kind of behind the buildings, and but I think that's just a limitation of the game. Well, that feels like a little bit of a letdown, guys, at least for me. Hopefully it wasn't for you, though. Hopefully you really enjoyed the episode, and I feel like even with just the music in the door, that's a pretty cool base entrance. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode and had fun. I had a lot of fun working on it. It was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it. Now I feel like we have a really cool base entrance. So anyway, guys, if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button and show some support. It definitely motivates me to keep going strong. And feel free to share the video and subscribe if you're new to the series, and you can catch more episodes as we continue to build our epic base. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. May you be happy, may you be well. Until next time, take care. I'll see you later.